So the reason I got started was you asked me, and I was really excited to be asked to participate because I believe I have a great business background. I bring more of a business methodology to the Technology Commission, as well as the fact that, I like to play a technologist on TV. And, the group of people that are involved, the commissioners and the staff leadership, are incredibly impressive. And so I've been really, really privileged to be part of that and to make a difference for the citizens of Orland Park, because technology is the framework by which we're going to be able to advance the village, and it's so critical to the future of the organization. So being part of your initial creation of the Technology Commission was really pretty cool. I'm running for trustee because my whole life I've been what I think is a servant leader, and that is someone who brings their skill sets to the table to benefit others. And I certainly hope that, again, my business background, my servant approach will make a difference for the people of Orland Park. I mean, that's a rewarding experience for me, but also being part of such an incredible group of thought leaders that are the trustees and you, Mayor, the difference that you guys are making. I really want to be part of that team. I want to continue the great work that you all have done with making sure that we have transparency with decisions. I never got to see the village board meetings before you were mayor because they weren't videoed. Like, this was an incredible next step in terms of bringing transparency to the village. So being part of that, being part of a fiscally minded group of individuals is really important to me, because I've lived here 16 years and I want to make sure our tax dollars are spent the right way, and I want to see programs advance. So, I'm willing to roll up my sleeves and get involved, and I think I bring a lot to the table. Well, again, hoping that I can bring my skill sets and my business background to benefit the decision making and the input in terms of how we're going to help advance the village and appropriately grow the village, as well as, what I want to do is I want to help build on the great work, honestly, that you, Mayor, and the trustees have already kind of set in motion, and just help with the 5-year strategic plan, continuing that great work, continue to make sure that we're incredibly transparent, make sure that our decision making always has our village members in mind, our residents in mind, and how we spend our dollars. And so at the end of the day, more programs, not huge, not more taxes, because I've heard about that with all the other folks who, unfortunately are running against us and what they might be thinking. And so just making sure that we continue to run the village in a sound way that's already been established by you, Mayor, and by the other trustees. That's what I'd like to accomplish. Oh, hands down, the discussions and the access to the thought leadership and the thoughtful approach towards cybersecurity, which is table stakes for us as a village. And again, in my business background, I've seen things play out with different businesses and how that can absolutely crater an organization. And the getting in front of that, and the way that, again, Tad and his team have brought forward the right solutions to advance us in that area is terrific. As well as the fact that we've spent a lot of time talking about how do we leverage technology to make it easy to do business with the village. And I think that's so critical, because, it's hard to do business sometimes with other organizations, and the Village of Orland Park is easy to do business with. And so leveraging technology to do that, I think that has been really terrific. What has impressed me the most is the caliber of the other commissioners and of the staff leadership that pull the commission deliberations and agenda and decision making together. It's it's a great blend of individuals that bring, again, both a business background and insight into how technology can advance the village. And what's really been impressive to me is the way that the thoughtful process by which staff leadership brings forward RFPs and asks for input from, again, volunteers who have experience in this area to say, this is what we're thinking, what do you think? Like, again, a very transparent approach, a well thought through approach. And like the documentation that TAD pulls together is incredible because it's very detailed to the penny in terms of how much we're going to spend and what do we think. And so I just think that's really great and pretty impressive and some of the vendors that we've been able to interview, they come back and they say, no other village does this. Like, this is really pretty awesome. So I've been really impressed with that.